Okay, Center 3 is kind of like the anatomy of a compass. You're going to talk all about the parts of a compass, and then you're going to kind of teach a kid how to use it. If you're not familiar with how to use a compass, this might be one time that you do want to come in a little bit early and see if you can orient yourself with it or do a little research online. The first time we taught this 4 years ago, it was very tricky for me to figure out how it worked, and Amy and I, before Emmy joined us, Amy and I were stressed out about it. We'd spent hours trying to figure it out, but of course we figured it out very simply once we just sat still for a minute. So anyways, Center 3 is I Spy and Direction Drill. And so we're going to learn about using compasses and practice reviewing what the cardinal directions are. So cardinal is north, south, east, and west. Never eat slimy worms. Then we have intercardinal directions, which is the in-betweens Emmy was talking about, which is northeast, southeast, etc. So we're going to learn all about that. Again, you're going to go over that never eat slimy worms to help them remember NESW. You're going to show them how to use the compass. So there will be enough compasses in here for each kid. There should be, are the kids outside? There should be enough for each kid in there. I think we'll have 6 or 7, and I'm not sure how big with the class sizes, how big our ELF centers will be. But you want to talk about all the parts of a compass, and we have diagrams in here that you can use. We have some big ones, and then we have some little ones. And it just is, very basic. It's called a base plate, direction of travel arrow. Read the bearing here, degree reading, so they have degrees on them, so if you really wanted to get fancy, you could talk about being 30 degrees northeast of west, or there's the compass housing, and it even labels the string for those people who really need to be very thorough in labeling. Here's a diagram of the compass rose with the cardinal and intercardinal directions. It even breaks it down to north, northeast, and south, northeast, and gets very specific. So you're going to go over the different parts of the compass. You're going to identify the parts of the compass, and then you're going to play an I Spy game with the kids. So in the classroom, I guess you could do this in the classroom or in the hallway. I spy something red in the north, and so they're going to all kind of use their compass and try to orient themselves pointing north and do that. And you can let each child try that. If they're older, especially if they're younger, you might want to just have the parent volunteer take care of that. We also have in here parts of a compass definitions, and then a compass guide poem. And it refers to that a couple times in the outline, mostly at the end. No, wait, I'm sorry, in the direction drill for grades 2 through 4. It talks about reading the compass guide poem. But again, we want each kid to get their hands on each one of these compasses. They are kind of pricey for our ELF budget. They're, what, 15 bucks a piece? So we don't want to see them swinging them by the string and, whacking each other with them. So that's the first part, I Spy. And you could use this, since it's the beginning of the year, we say K to 1, but even second graders would probably like the I Spy game. And you could use it for older grades too. If you do want to split it up, we have a direction drill, which is a little bit more challenging for the kids. You're going to definitely still go over the diagram of the parts of a compass, and then you're going to pass out a compass to each child and have them identify the parts and the function of each part. And then you're going to have the kids go outside, and they're going to all stand in line, and you're going to let them all use the compass and kind of see if they can find their directions. And you're going to go through steps 1 through 6 on your outline. That basically just says how to find north and how to learn to turn your body to follow the compass. And again, with the older kids, you definitely want to talk about cardinal versus intercardinal directions, because they'll hear that on the news talking about weather fronts and all that. It also says there's chalk in there if you want to write on the ground, north, south, east, and west once they find it when you're outside, to help them kind of get their way. What else do we have in here? Oh, we have all kinds of great information. A lot of times we clean up ELF bins at the end of a session, and we have wonderful donations of ELF. So this is a great explanation of how to use a compass, compass basics. This is an article called Try Triangulating, and it's for the advanced grades 3 and 4. And so, anyways, you'll always find a lot of supplemental information there. Does this one have any books? No books in Center 3. Woo, it's a miracle. Any questions on Center 3?